Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It is 9:58 a.m. and we are now joined by Hafiz Idreess Nungu. He is the CEO of African Migration Organization, and he is going to be talking to us about the ongoing alleged harassment of migrants by the South African police. And this, obviously, on the part of SAPS, is to solicit bribes, and if they are not given any monies, then sadly the migrants are arrested. Let's hear what Hafiz Idreess Nungu has to say about this issue. Assalamu alaikum to you. Welcome.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to African Migration, to everyone who is listening.
Thank you indeed for your time. And this is very disturbing indeed to hear that migrants, whether legal or undocumented, are being harassed in this manner. The South African police services would probably dismiss this as false allegations. What would you say to that if you're being dismissed? And they probably would also ask for evidence or proof that this is in fact happening.
It's happening. We have been to ICD, the Independent Directory Corporate. We did report some of the cases that are relating to the police harassment, brutality, and bribery in the country. So this must come to an end for our police officers to do such things. As well, we appeal to the government to try and control this type of corruption and stop this thing of harassing migrants in South Africa.
So this must have been happening for a long, long time. And you being the CEO of A.M.O, African Migration Organization, you are in a position of obviously in a situation where you can speak up for the rest of the migrants. But a lot of them, as I've indicated, may be undocumented, and they're too afraid to confront the police and say to the police, what you're doing is harassing me and you're wanting a bribe. I refuse to give it to you. And when they do push back like that, they're thrown into jail. And they're afraid of that because that means very especially undocumented migrants, that they may be sent back to the country where they come from. What is your advice to them? What do you say to documented and undocumented migrants when they're being harassed by the police? I personally have noticed migrants that are selling on street corners, selling their wares, whatever it is that they're selling, fruits and vegetables. They are also being harassed. And, you kind of wonder, they work so hard from morning till night, and the entire day's earnings are taken off them by the police and through bribes and illegally.
In the first place, I would say that it is a careless talking from our politicians. There are some other politicians that are inside the government that are also racist, and they forget that all human rights, they've got their rights as well. Because everyone in South Africa has got rights. But these people, they think that they are overpowering these migrants, and they don't know that these migrants they also have their own rights. So the other thing is our police officers, they are not even trained to look for the documents for the people. It is the job for Home Affairs, because police always, they harass these migrants. If they see that they don't have money, they just go and patrol with the state venue looking for the migrants. And you will see that what it's happening in Johannesburg CBD. They're always going there and stop migrants. Instead of searching people who are criminals, they go for the migrants. We know that Home Affairs, they have to do their job for the migrants that doesn't have documents. But they have to do it in a proper way and in a respectful way, so that they have to respect the rights of other people also, not harassing people in the country.
So what is, Hafiz Idreess, what is your organization doing to protect migrants from such harassment by the authorities?
Presently, we are taking all these cases to us, and we ask if the government can come to us and tell us which policeman is doing bribery. We can show them where it's happening, because they mustn't say it's not happening. It's happening. People are being taken money from the police. When they wake up in the morning, the first thing they do is to go in the streets and looking for the migrants. They stop the cars. All the roadblocks that you see, it's only about migrants. You don't have documents. They are always looking after those people. So this is not good at all. We are not in Gaza. People should be respected. We are in South Africa, where people should be respected as a country, one of the country in Africa. These are Africans like us. If government is having this type of a problem, they have to sit down in parliament and plan nicely. They must look what Mugabe did in 1980 when Zimbabwe was a good country. What he did, he never chased away the foreign nationals. He told them to get these alien documents. He gave them documents, but he told them that they are not allowed to vote. And those people that are still there in Zimbabwe, they got their relatives that were born there. People like Kama Billiard, the one who was playing for Kaizer Chiefs. He's a Zimbabwean, but his parents, they come from Malawi. But they had documents. So it's the same thing like what is happening here in South Africa. They have to do the same thing to stop this thing of harassing people. And we just recently also have other problems that happened in Kala Fong Clinic, where you find that people, they went inside there chasing away migrants, a pregnant woman. Just imagine, a pregnant woman. We protect the rights of women in South Africa, according to the President Ramaphosa. We need to respect women, but you'll find that the very same people, they are going to attack a migrant just because of nationality. And we got equality courts here in South Africa. But they are also watching all these things happening. But I don't understand why things are not being done and being saved to protect the migrants in South Africa.
Okay, so how active is your community? How many cases have you taken to the authorities? And do you have supporting evidence to suggest that this is in fact happening, because the police will dismiss it? Are you confident that your voice as your organization is loud enough and you will be able to make a difference in the lives of migrants?
Yes, I've got a lot of cases that we are having which have got evidence that we took to the police, and some of them we took it to the IDC, Independent Directed Complaint. We got all those complaints. Police are harassing people, they're searching people, taking the money, harassing them just because of is a foreigner. Police are taking bribes just because you don't have.
Are you still there, Idreess? Your pictures just disappeared from my screen. Okay, we seem to have lost Hafiz Idreess Nungu, CEO of the African Migration Organization. The allegation there is harassment of migrants, documented and undocumented, especially at roadblocks and for the vendors in the CBD. And I can actually attest to that because I've seen many such situations playing out in front of my eyes. And I think that it is time that corrupt policemen are brought to task. I think that's where we leave it. It's already 6 minutes after 10 o'clock. I thank you for your time. And I do hope that you enjoyed all of the interviews that we've rolled out today here on News and Views. I will be back with you tomorrow, but on the mid-morning show, and that is at 11 o'clock. In the meantime, it is a public holiday. It is Freedom Day. Please respect the freedom of your fellow road users by driving safely and driving responsibly. Till the next time, as always, Assalamu alaikum and Khuda Hafiz from me, Julie Ali.
Oh, no, it's done. Yeah.